Hi, I am Life Coach Patricia Booker with Kingdom Business, where we are empowered. We heal, we get delivered, and we get free. We know who we are. We elevate our minds and our spirits and raise and expand our consciousness to ultimately walk in our true divine purpose. That is the truth of who God created us to be. And so, first I want to say thank you all for viewing my videos. Thank you to all those who have subscribed to my channel. Thank you for all those who have donated to my channel. I really appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. Also, feel free to subscribe to my channel. Anytime you're viewing the video and you like what you hear, you like what you see, please subscribe to my channel. Also, if you want to book a life coaching session or energy healing session with me, all that information is right below in the description box. If you want to donate to my channel, my Cash App and PayPal is also there as well. And so, today, guys, I want to talk to you about, it's a big old question that's been going around all for years and years and years. But in particular, in these times during this, what they're calling the coronavirus. And the big question is that I've heard is, where is God? People want to know, where is God? First, I want to start off by saying, when you look everywhere else for God and you think you don't see Him, maybe, just maybe, that's an indication that you should be seeking Him. Seeking Him to know who He is personally. Seeking Him personally to have a personal relationship with Him. Where is God? Are you looking for Him? Are you reaching out to God? Are you communicating? Are you praying to God, asking Him to come into your life, into your heart, so that you can know Him personally? How can you know Him if you don't seek to know Him? Where is He? It's all up to you. It's all up to you to determine where He is. And all of this in your life, whatever. Scripture even says, seek the Lord while He may be found. Are you seeking Him while He can be found? And for some, hopefully that's not you, have you missed your opportunity to find Him because while He was there, able to be found for you, you didn't seek Him? Was He trying to talk to you, communicate you, get your attention, but you turned a deaf ear, you looked the other way? Was He speaking to you, telling you to do certain things, instructing you, giving you guidance, and you didn't listen? Kind of like what Jonah did. Did God tell you to go to Alaska and you ended up in Europe? I'm just saying. After so many times of that happening, you may not be able to see God. You may not be able to find Him because you have turned your attention away from Him while He was there. Not that He's not always overall there and here, but for you, He may seem to not be there because you wouldn't give Him your attention when He was seeking you out. When He was seeking you out, because God will seek you out, but you have to answer. God will call you, but you have to answer His call. But if you don't, the end result becomes, when life is happening and it's not going in your favor, or you're not sure, you're confused, you're not feeling secure, all those things, then you ask, where is God? Where were you when He was seeking you? And again, are you seeking Him to even know Him, to know where He is, so that that won't be a question? Because you will know He is with you. He is in you. Are you doing your homework? Are you doing your part to know where God is? So, Where is God? He's everywhere. When you woke up this morning, how do you think you woke up? When you went in the bathroom and used the toilet and sat on that toilet or stood and, did what men do, how you think that toilet came about? When you turn on that water to brush your teeth or wash your hands or whatever you do, take your shower, wait, how do you think we have water? How do you think man's even came up with a way to filtrate water, to come up to create sinks, all these things that we have, that we use? Yes, he works through minds, it's people that's doing it, but who do you think is behind that, that's giving them the ideas, the drive, the know-how to do these things? When you look out your window, when you go outside and you see the sun in the morning, when you see the trees, even when rain falls, you see God. Didn't he create the whole heavens and the earth? Did he hang the stars in the sky? Didn't he create the whole earth, including the trees, the ground, the grass? Aren't we breathing air? God is everywhere. You see him in the wind when the wind blows. There you go, in the wind. When you turn on your television, there he is. Because it's the fact that we can watch TV on the tube that needs electricity, which is filtrated through a wire that connects to it. I mean, there God is. He's literally everywhere. Everywhere. But when things go wrong, we say, where is he? Well, God gave us dominion over all these things. When he created human beings, he gave us dominion over this earth, which is why we've been able to do so many things and create so many things and structure so many things. Many things not so great, but he gave us that ability. So what am I getting to? He's everywhere, including people. He shows up in people. Where is God? In that person that came up with that idea, because God filtrated that idea through that person's mind to create. There he is. Where is God? In the people of God that you see out here doing God's work, in the people that's on the front line, risking their lives sometimes for the sake of humanity's safety and to help humanity, to help people that are in dire, situations, and they know that are capable, what I'm saying, are capable beings of doing something to make the difference. That's where God is. He's showing up in people all around you. All the wonderful things you hear about that people are doing, most times, many times, that's God behind that. That's God working through them. Again, God is a spirit. So he has to work through people. And when you see him working through good people, good people, God's people, you know what I'm saying? You're seeing God. Now, sometimes people do the good thing or the right thing for the wrong reason. I'm not going to say God is not in that. The person's intentions might be wrong, but if a good deed was done that benefited something or someone, God was still there. God will still work through people's wrongdoing to get his will or his work done. It makes me think of how he will make your enemies your footstool. How he can even take a bad thing and work it out for your good. So what am I saying here? God even shows up through the deeds or misdeeds of people that have ill intent. I'm not saying that that's him operating and working through them, but what I'm saying is he will take what they do and work it out for your good to benefit you. So he's even there. He's even in the things that seem bad. He comes through and turns things around. Now, I know there are a lot of things going on in this world that are just horrible. I know. However, again, where's God in all of this? He's still showing up through people. The people that's speaking up. The people that's doing something to make the difference. The people who, how can you sit on the sidelines and do nothing, but then say, where's God? When you're not letting God come through you to do something. That don't mean we're all supposed to be on the front line. That don't mean we're all supposed to be in the forefront. Sometimes he can come through you in prayer, in meditation, in something he's showing you to do. And it could very well be in the background, but it could still make a difference in whatever is not when whatever that's happening that's not so pleasant. The point is, God is in you if you allow him to be. That's where he is. We have to be careful that we're not putting the responsibility not only on everyone else, but in particular, in this case, on God. When he handed you a mandate, if you're not living up to the mandate that he handed you, you really have no justification in asking, where is God? If you were doing your part and you had the, I want to say, right perspective, so to speak, the proper perspective, you would know where God is. You will see it, and you will be doing your part so that won't even be a question, because you will know that God will be working not only in others as you see, but in yourself. Which brings me to my last point. Where is God? He's in you. And if he isn't, he wants to be. Now, we know initially we were all created in the likeness and image of God. So in the beginning, he was in us. But of course, we know there was a great fall. Clearly, with what we know that's going on in the world, is most of it is a result of people, problems that people are causing, things that people are doing. But initially, again, God put himself in us. Many have strayed away from that, which is so much of the reason, or all of the reason, why Jesus came, to bring us back in right standing with God, to our proper place. So if you receive that, you receive Jesus, you should be in right standing with God, which means he should be coming through you. So where is God? He's in you. If you're doing God's work, if you're listening, you're being obedient, you're doing your healing work, because again, there was a fall and the majority of humanity was affected. And I say majority because I don't believe that every single person in this earth realm, that have come to the earth, was affected in a negative, adverse way. I don't believe that. I have come to learn that there are individuals, beings, spiritual beings that always vibrated on such a high frequency that they never were affected by the negative aspects that have taken place in this world, in the spiritual realm, in this world. And I say spiritual realm because we know we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against spiritual weaknesses in high places. And that means the heavenly places. That means the spiritual realm. Because, I don't want to go too much into that, but I'm saying it to say that there are beings that are not negatively affected because they vibrate that high. Now, how they got that way is a whole nother thing, because many of the beings that come here are not even from here, but they come here to help keep the planet uplifted. Because again, so many of us human beings have been adversely affected to so many people. And I'm not knocking anyone. Hell, it happened to me too. Did I just say that? Oops. Yeah, it happened to me too. But I had to find my way back. I wasn't as negatively affected as some, but I have, had my share of hits and wounds, but I had to find my way back. So I'm saying that to say, when you're doing the work, if you have to heal, if you have to recover, if you got to say no to some things, if you got to realize, oh, that's me, if you got toxicity, toxic behavior, narcissistic traits and behavior, if you have some demons you need to face, all those things, you know where you will find God? In yourself when you do that work. When you cleanse, purge, and purify yourself from all those things. You will find God in you. So when you say, where is God? You will know. He's in me. He's in them. He's in them. You will even be able to identify God in other people. Just like we can identify the devil in other people. Those of us who know I have God in us, and we know that we are very in touch and in tune with that, we can identify God in other people. We're not fooled by anyone. We know exactly who everybody is. And what I mean by that is we kind of have some understanding and discernment around and about who they are, where they are in their journey in God. And I say that because you could be good people, you can be a person of God, but there's level to this. So we can identify babies in God. We can identify people that are, in between, working their way, but we can identify people who are very advanced. And the truth of the matter, that structure is kind of needed, because those who are advanced are our helpers. Those who are more advanced than us help us. And we can help those who are less advanced than us. And when I say help, I mean those that can be helped. I always like to be clear about that, because you want to be very careful that you're not trying to help somebody that can't be helped. That's a whole nother subject. But the point is, where's God? He's in the sky, he in the sun, he in the moon, he in the trees, he's everywhere. He's in you. He could be in your mama. He can be in your friend up the street. He can be in your pastor at the church. Yeah, he can be. And I say that because just because you're a pastor don't mean God is in you. Now, I'm not saying that pastors don't have God in them, because there are many great pastors that are very much so of God, and God works through them. They're in tune. But as we know, there are many wolves in sheep's clothing. However, God is here. He's everywhere. That's where he is. So if you're wondering where God is, take a look around. Take a look at yourself. And if you need to check some stuff, do so that you can find God in you. Because sometimes you can have so much stuff buried on top of them, so you can't even recognize them. And you have to be really careful with that, because the more crap you put on top of that, you bury him. So he's not there, but you can bring him back. It's just like resuscitating somebody, bringing them back to life. But you still have to do the work. You have to do what's necessary. Be careful that you're not just looking for God all out there everywhere. Look for him in yourself. Find him in yourself. Cultivate him in you. Manifest him in yourself. Because you are God. And what I mean by that, he said that when you live and move and have your being in him, I mean, when you live and move and have your being in him, Isn't that him in you, coming through you? Which kind of means that's him. You're him. Now, you understand that in a proper perspective. You get what I'm saying. So what that kind of means is you have to, in order to see him in you and to recognize him in you, you have to live, move, and have your being in him. As he said. So where is God? He's everywhere. And hopefully he's in you. Many of you watching, he is. I am not only convinced, but I am certain that only certain kind of people are attracted to my videos anyway. It's usually people that are on a journey or trying to get on this journey, which means they're open to God. They have some kind of a relationship already with God. Maybe it needs to be strengthened. Maybe they need to build upon it. Maybe it needs to be nurtured. Whatever. But you have a basis. You have a foundation with God, relationship with God already. So, yes, I say to you, where's God? He's in you. Go look in the mirror and look at God. So, I'm going to leave it right there. You guys, if you like this video, please give it a big fat thumbs up. Also, subscribe to my channel by clicking on that red subscribe button. Click on that bell right next to that red subscribe button so that you can get a notification every time I upload a new video. You can also connect with me on Facebook and Instagram at Patricia Booker and on Twitter at Kingdom Business 9. That is Kingdom Business with one S and the number 9. Also, you can connect with me on Likee at 1 Dr. Booker, number 1 Dr. Booker. Again, guys, don't forget, if you would like a life coaching session or an energy healing session with me, all that information is down below in the description box, along with my information to donate to my channel. My email's there also. If you would like a life coaching session or an energy healing session, please send me an email first. Please do not pay first. I have the rates are below, but please email me first. Let's have a conversation and get some understanding of what we're doing, and then I will direct you to pay. Feel free to donate anytime. And I thank you so very much for all of your viewings and all of your support. So, y'all know how I do it, how this go. That is my time. So, I, her, she is out.